Today is a good day. We have a new week, more dubs. It's Monday. Took a fat dub today. Made like 8K on the day. 700 across all 8 accounts that I have. Here's the one P&L. I don't trade Singer was just not working, so I had to enter on every single account, which is so bad. I had to copy the alphas and I had to copy the top steps, which is really frustrating because I was like panicking. I didn't get good entry. However, today was not the greatest day in terms of my psych. I was FOMOing a lot today because if you look right here, we were just dumping like 200 points. And my entry is all the way down here. And by the way, this is Asia low. I don't have it marked out, but you can see right there, that's Asia low. That's where my TP was. I wanted to see London get hit. I wanted to enter towards London. Could not get any sort of entry, and I kept seeing it respect every single fair value gap, right? It respects this fair value gap. It respects this fair value gap. It just keeps dumping, but I'm not getting my IFVG entry until all the way down here, and I was just very hesitating. I was just hesitating at entering up here. I had a really good conviction on where the market was going to go, and I just could not find my entry. And then all the way down here, we had this 1 minute inverse. We trade up into a 5 minute at that time too. So up here, where was it? Where was it? Right here. This wick trades up into this 5 minute. That's this right here, and then we inverse it, and I was hesitating to enter right here, and it would have been break even because I would have went break even at this low and would have been break even right here. I was hesitating to enter off this because we were so close to this liquidity. I just thought maybe we were going to reverse and go up. I don't know. I just did not have confidence. But then we had rejection towards the liquidity. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to enter. It's my setup. It's an A+ setup, honestly. It traded into a high time frame bearish gap, the 5 minute. It had a 1 minute inverse out of it. There's a clear draw on liquidity, and market trend is in line, right? We were rejecting off of a huge buy side liquidity and then a 4 hour bearish gap. There was a lot of stuff that was holding price down. So great win, great way to start the week, but I have to be more confident. I really do. And also, let me show you all this. Currently, oops, we'll show this. Currently, I have 65565 winning days. I can currently request a $8,000 payout right now. However, I'm not on my top steps. I can request an 8K payout. I am not though. I'm still going to keep running off balance. My balances are all at 3,200 right now, so it's not that high. If I were to take a $1,500 payout, I would only have $1,500 up to balance. And again, the minimum payout I'm taking is 2K across every account. So that's some work to do. So hopefully, worst case comes to worst case scenario, I take a 2K payout. But again, there's no need to, right? I'm not in any rush to take a huge payout. I'd rather just wait and run up a big balance and then take some giant payout at the end, right? I can easily run this balance up in the next 2 weeks to probably 8 or 9K and be able to request a $20,000 payout, and that will feel so nice hitting my bank, Other than that, today I have a final for accounting, and look at the cheat sheet I made, boys. Look at this. I have a cheat sheet I'm allowed. Holy God, I'm yet to fill this out yet, but I'm about to. That is insane. Obviously, I didn't really pay attention in that class. That's why I needed such a big cheat sheet. But yeah, so top steps are going really good. Alphas are going really good. I also added an alpha 0 to my stash. So I have 2 standard qualified accounts for alpha, and then one what's it called? Alpha 0, which I'm just going to try to farm 1,500s per week off that. So if I can just easily get 4.5K per month just off that one account, just recurring every single week, that'll be beautiful, or every month, that'll be good. Tied with the 7 qualified standard accounts on Top Step and Alpha. Hopefully being able to rack 20K in, 25, 30K a month off just trading. Add in mentorship once I launch. Hopefully we're in that 50 to 60K range. That's my goal. But again, take things slow. I have content to make, right? I'm trying to make some more content. I'm trying to get better ideas. I have YouTube videos. But other than that, man, it's a chill day. I have to understand too, I had a little bit of FOMO today because I was really wanting to take shorts, and I couldn't until the very end, and I finally was able to take a short. if I just stayed patient, right? Just patience is key. Patience pays you money. You know, if you just stay patient, if you don't, you know, I could have very well blown my accounts or took a stupid loss before I was able to, you know, get some profit. So, I mean, all I have to do is just be disciplined and just take it slow, and it'll just come, right? You know, it's only been 15 days and I'm already able to request 8K. So, you know, I started these accounts pretty much on December 1st. I was kind of like when I actually started really getting profits on them. 15 days I can make 8K. So theoretically, if I do exactly what I was able to do, I'll be able to make 16K off just the top steps by the end of the month. And I've only taken one loss this month, so that's really good too. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to stay here for too long. Gonna just make some content, study a little bit more, take my final, and then move on to tomorrow. Guys, you will not believe what just happened, bro. So today, if you don't remember, was the day that Top Step like went down. It wasn't working. The charts were all messed up. I did not trade in the Top Steps. However, the 2 alpha qualified standard accounts I have, I made $4,700 on one and $3,700 on the other. Take a look. Oh my god. And this one I accidentally had a trade limit on, so I only made 3,700. But bro, oh my god. So there was like 50 people in my Discord at the time, and like everyone was I was doing this live in the Discord because I was astonished. My trading view chart, this chart that I analyzed, was like, it was printing like normal, right? So like, let's just say you see this candle, it's moving down, right? On my Alpha Futures account, the chart was like here. It was like a minute delayed. So I was seeing this candle happen on TradingView, and then this candle was currently printing. So I knew it would be going lower. So what I did was I entered the position where the market was currently at on TradingView, but I entered on Alpha Futures, and it was just going towards my take profit every time. Like literally, this big green candle printed like that, and we were all the way down here on Alpha. So I just hit long, and I just absolutely printed. It was insane. It was literally the most insane thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There was like too many people trying to join the Discord. It was literally crazy.
A little bit. Going short 2 contracts. I'm going to wait for the little spike down. Come on. A little spike down. It's going to go a little bit lower. It's supposed to go a little bit lower into the fair value gap. Come on. A little bit lower to the gap. A little bit lower. Are we out there? Come on. Easy money, bro. Oh my god, up 3 bands. I'm up 3 bands.
But again, it wasn't like a real trade or anything. So definitely was lucky. Obviously, I definitely was lucky to spot that glitch. Hopefully the Alpha Futures does not take these profits away. Hopefully they approve the payout when I go for it. But on this account, man, it's looking like I might be able to request a big sum of money. We're at 6K balance, so that is insane. I'm now going to be risking 1,000 on these accounts, because I have 6.7K of drawdown. So there's no point in risking $500 on these accounts when I have that much drawdown. On the other accounts, I have 3.6K drawdown. So I'm still going to risk 1,000. So that's probably the best thing I could do. But this was insane. Again, no trades on the top steps, unfortunately, because I think top step is still down. Let's see if top step is still down. Like this was insane. Yeah, it's still not loading, so it's still down. Whatever. One of the people in the Discord were recording it, so I'll maybe throw in a clip of that. It was literally insane, bro. I was literally he was just screen sharing my thing live. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm going home today, by the way. So this is the last you'll see me in here, hopefully until the challenge is done. That's my goal. I go back, I think like the 20th maybe of January. So I don't know. Hopefully the challenge is done by the time I get back here. So hopefully this is the last week or the last day you'll see me in this room. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going home today, so that's pretty much all that's on my mind. I'm gonna just go eat. I'm done with all my school, so make some content, pack up, and dip, and get home. So that's pretty much it. A lot of good videos to come, and yeah, peace, guys. See you tomorrow. All right, boys, we are back at the home setup. This is what we will be you guys will be seeing for the near future, hopefully, until the end of this challenge is done. That's my goal. Hopefully I end the challenge here, right where it started, which is insane. So, I'm on a terrible monitor. As you guys can see, this monitor, my main one, is broken. So that is just splendid. You know, that is just so great. I'm using a 60 hertz monitor now, but whatever. No trades taken today. Top Step is down again, so that's horrible. I'm really considering taking a payout on my Top Steps just because I don't know what the future of Top Step is. It's the second consecutive day where they have crashed. Their platform isn't working. They're receiving a lot of backlash from a lot of people. I'm just kind of scared for the future, and I don't know if I want to just be sitting in this profit trying to build up an account when I can request a payout. I can pay myself a good amount of money, 7 or 8K. I can pay myself and still have a decent amount of drawdown, 1,500 per account left over, right? I that's enough. That's enough to like survive. That's enough to get myself back up. Thing is though, it's like, do I really think they're gonna go under? No, I don't think so. I think I'm fine. I think if I still trade disciplined. Here's the other thing though. Price action's not good. It probably won't get much better since it's the end of the year. A lot of big banks are wrapping up their earnings, whatever the case is, right? I don't think price action is going to get much better. I don't know if I should be risking profits that I've made where I could have paid myself out and ultimately end up losing the rest of these 2 weeks. So I don't know if I should just take my profits while I'm up, get out, or not. For the alphas, though, I cannot take a payout literally because there's consistency on alphas on my standards, and I'm above consistency because of yesterday's, shenanigans that happened. So I'm gonna have to trade the alphas regardless. So I will show you guys any alpha trade I take. However, Top Steps though, I don't know if I'm gonna trade. I don't really care about the tax at this point. I kind of just want to pay myself. I might not trade on them and just take the payout in next year just so I don't get the taxes and I keep the same amount. However, if I'm going to wait, I might as well trade. So I believe I'm just going to trade on them. That's pretty much it. But we are back home. I'm going to be locked in. I have been very locked in while at school. However, I've been distracted with schoolwork. I have no schoolwork. This is a glimpse of what my life will look like when I'm doing trading for a full time. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to trade, I'm going to get done everything I need to get done, I'm going to record a bunch of content, I'm going to be active with my Discord, do my Discord calls with the members, with my students, go to the gym consistently. I'm very locked in. I was very locked in at school. I was very disciplined at school, doing everything I need to get done every day, and I'm going to continue to do that today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I will be trading. Hopefully Top Step's up. Hopefully price action's good. Again, I'll be trading just like normal. And if I do run up if I have 2 nice big trading days, I might just take the rest of the month off and just, if I can get to a 6K balance, that's a sweet spot. If I can get to a 6K balance on every account on Top Step and then run up my accounts to under 40%, if I could do that, that's where I would just be done. So once I'm able to take a payout on Alpha, I'm done. Once I run up a balance of 6K plus on Top Step, I'm done. Here's the last thing. I might want to up my risk. My balances on Top Step are 3,200. My balances on Alpha are like 5K, 4K, and then the zero count, which I don't really count the zero. I kind of just trade that every day to get winning days. I obviously have a 3K balance as the minimum. That is $3,000 to be able to lose. Risking $500 is a little bit small, right? That's 6 trades before I blow my account. That's a lot. Obviously, I would never blow the account, but I'm thinking maybe I start upping my risk to $1,000 per trade, right? That'll help me a lot with getting to that 6K goal, getting to that consistency rule goal, right? It'll help a lot with that. I think the only thing with that is the markets are not going to be that good. I don't feel like, right? I don't want to just up my risk just because I can. I want to up my risk because I'm more confident in a setup. So what I think I'm going to do with that is if I'm confident in a trade where it's like an A+ setup, I have no reason it should not go in my direction, that's when I'll take the trade with high risk. If it's like a B or A setup, not as good as a setup, I'll just risk the same $500, $500 is not a lot, but 1,000 is, a normal amount. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I think we're good. Again, 2 strong weeks after this month. Let's lock it out. And yeah, boys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. It's good, boys. Big wins today. we made around 900 across all 5 of my top steps, and then we also had a dub on the alphas too, which are great. But yeah, so really great day. I'll show you all the trade real quick before I really talk about anything. Here was the trade. It was CPI day. We were going to the day bearish. We were trading up into these gaps, and I wanted to see some rejection out to continue lower, right? Off open, we get a little spike higher into really nothing, but it's just, you know, a manipulation higher. And then right after, we get a displacing 1 minute inverse to the downside. Take shorts, target this internal low here, take profit there, and then easy TP. I was going to hold to data low, but thank God I didn't, because look what just happened. And yeah, we done for the day. 4K balance on all my top steps. The alphas I need to get under consistency, so I honestly might like lose a trade with them, just because like I might like purposely lose tomorrow or something, like 500 or 1,000, just to get myself a little bit under the consistency. Because right now my consistency is sitting at like 150%. It's insane because I made so much that one day where I had the glitch. So that's definitely a little tough. But again, if I'm going for a payout, well, I can't request on those alphas until the 31st. So I mean, I don't think I should try to lose. I think I could just keep running up a balance. I don't think there's a reason to lose on the accounts, because again, I can't request. However, on the top steps, let's see. We have 4K balances across all of them. It hasn't updated fully yet, but I am able to request a $10,000 payout currently. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to continue to wait, keep trying to run up this balance. I think now what I'm going to do is just risk a little bit more, or just consistently risk 1 mini per trade. I think that's, you know, something smart I could do. Because on this trade, I only risked 6 micros. You know, I should have risked a little bit more. I was kind of confident, but I wasn't as confident because we didn't trade into a very high time frame liquidity that I really wanted. We were kind of just in no man's land in a gap. So we could have kind of reversed, and we could have just kept trading higher. So that's, you know, I didn't want to risk that much on that. I still risked 500, which again, 1 to 2 pretty much are on this trade, which is beautiful. And yeah, bro. It's been a very productive winter break. Yesterday I did so much. I got a whole Alpha Futures video done. You know what? I'll just play it on the screen. It's not valid, but I'll just play it on the screen because it was actually pretty good. So here it is on the screen. Bro, like, I'm so sick of Top Step, bro. All they do is just crash. Every time I get on the charts, I try to trade, they just crash. I need a new firm, bro. Which firm do you use again? Alpha Futures. Let's see if this firm is better than Top Step. $25 million in payouts, 25% off for a limited time, plus iPhone giveaway. Oh, I need this. And yeah, so that's pretty good. What else? Been going to the gym. I've been trying to stay consistent in the gym. Just gonna continue to create as much content as I can. I'm gonna try to pump out like 5 TikToks today, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, bro, I'm just trying to stay as super consistent as possible. Just keep grinding, bro. I'm very close to doing this. You know, we could go back to what I was talking about in the beginning of this month. I was literally saying how I want to just run up huge balances, not go for a payout. And I mean, look what's happening, bro. Look at the top steps, man. 4K balance on all of them. I'm just running it up. We still have Friday's price action and then 2 more weeks, you know, or like 2.5 more weeks. We pretty much have 2 weeks until the new year. 2 weeks left of this year. I could easily double this balance, because the thing about it, from the first, it's been 2 weeks and 3 days. I've ran up a 4K balance and like huge balances on alpha. The thing is, I don't really count the alpha because like I had like a glitch where I made a bunch of money, so it's like I don't really even count them towards like my balances, because like those are kind of like my random accounts. I kind of just full port on. I do like the stupid stuff on these accounts because I have so much more drawdown. But the top steps are the ones we are really in concern of. Those are the ones I'm trying to request 18 to 20K this month off of. Alpha is hopefully going to be able to request 15 to 20K total off that. Hopefully making a lot from this prop firm. And then again, going into the new year, man, I plan to scale. I plan to get Tradeify accounts. I plan to get my funded future accounts. And I plan to use TradeSyncer a lot more and just really try to just get huge payouts. Again, 10K plus on each firm is just 40K. That's so doable, man. That's so doable. I think it's very possible. I just gotta stay consistent, avoid all distractions that are happening, and just, remember why I'm starting. I gotta always remember that. You guys always have to remember why you guys started trading in the first place. I hated how my life was. I hated how, I couldn't do anything I wanted. I was scared of spending money to go out to dinner with my friends. I was like, I didn't want to spend money. I hated having to go to work in the freezing cold at a baseball field for $15 an hour for 10 hours. I just made $10,000 today almost across all seven of my accounts. Like it's possible, bro. If you just stick to your system, stick to a winning plan, and just have a right risk management. You could literally just all it takes is just 2 weeks of 2 weeks is all it takes of just discipline and motivation. All it takes is just being motivated for 2 weeks, staying disciplined for those 2 weeks, and following your rules, and you could literally pass an account and get a payout by then. So that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna upload a trade recap, do one-to-one call it with one of my students, go to the gym, make some content, and that's pretty much it for the day. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna play some video games today. I think I deserve a little break. I did a lot of stuff yesterday content-wise, and that's also the thing I'm trying to realize too. It's obviously while I'm trying to make it, I'm always trying to do something and be the whole reason I started trading was to have freedom. And I saw, if you guys know Bonka, he talks about this. He's the reason I don't do one-to-one mentorships is because why would I want to do a one-to-one call with everyone all day long when the whole goal of trading was to just have freedom from my trading? And that's kind of what I want too. The whole goal of trading was to just trade in the morning and then just have nothing to do the rest of the day and to just enjoy your life. If I have one-to-one calls every single day, all day, if I get so many students, then am I really free? No. But again, I'd much rather be busy all the day doing stuff I love, which is trading and telling people how to learn how to trade, than just do nothing and not make money off it. So that's kind of slow thought. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Very good day. And yeah, guys, I will catch you all tomorrow. Last day is Friday, baby. Peace. We dubbed today. Undefeated week. 3 wins on the week. Insane, bro. Here's what the current account stats are looking like right now. I don't know why it says 8 and 7. I guess one of the break-even days I've had or something. Maybe or I think what happened was one of the days I made $200 on I got a winning day, $200 maybe early this month or something. And then maybe these were $199 and it didn't count or something, because again, they are a little bit different. But I don't know. I don't know why it says 8 and 7, but I'm assuming I just have 8 winning days. I can currently request around 11,000, right? I think it's around 11,000, a little bit more, almost 12,000. Insane, bro. The main thing on hand is, before I show y'all, actually, I'll just show you guys the trade first and then get in. So yeah, I made where is it? I don't want to leak anything. Where's the chart at? Okay, here it is. I made a little over $450 per 5 accounts today. Let me show you all the chart. And okay, so I was bullish going to the day towards this high, but we immediately took it off open without giving really any sort of entry. So then I was obviously waiting for continuation longs. I wanted to see a retracement. We ended up not retracing into a 5-minute, but we retraced into a 3-minute there. Got good legs out of it. And then we inversed this 1 minute, went long there. Got a really terrible entry, targeted this external high, and easy TP. Bang. Now, the thing at question is, obviously, I'm going to just wait to take the payout regardless. The thing at question is, do I even just trade the rest of the year? A lot of people I know are just not even trading the rest of the year, especially not next week because of Christmas. However, I just feel like, people aren't trading today. Today was a good trading day. Why not just trade Monday, Tuesday, take Christmas Eve, Christmas off, Friday trade, and then trade the beginning of next week, and then not trade on New Year's Eve, on those big important days. I think I do it, bro. I mean, I don't think it's not going to be at a point where I lose every trade. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's either just going to be really bad price action to the point where I just don't trade, or I just win trades and I get a bigger balance. I don't think I need to stop trading just to get a payout. Also, am I being a little greedy? Maybe. Maybe I'm being a little bit greedy by not taking this payout and waiting. However, I'm doing it mainly for the taxes, not mainly to make more. Making more is just part of the thing. I've only lost one trade this month, by the way. I've lost one trade this month. It was that Friday trade. Every other day I have not lost. It's either been break even or a win. So I'm doing really well. I'm trading really well this month. I do plan to scale. I don't know if I want to use my funded futures or Tradeify. I could use both. But I think I want to maybe ease into just completely scaling like that and maybe go to 3 firms and then trade 3 firms for a little bit and then go to 4, because I think 4 is a lot. And then I feel like once I trade on 4 firms, kind of my whole thought process, I mean, I plan to be done with this challenge by the end of January. I plan to be able to request anywhere from 15 to 30K from this month, put me at whatever, 60K on the challenge, and then send it home the next month or something like that. That's the goal. Thing with the alphas is like, since I made so much during that glitch, I need to make a lot. I need to net a lot. So the thing is, if I can get to that payout by the end of the year, which it's kind of hard because I'm gonna have to kind of be like not full porting, but I need to risk a decent amount to get back to get to the consistency. If I can get to that consistency, I will be able to request like 15K from alpha, 15K from top step, hopefully 30K. That'll put me around like what, 70, 80K on this challenge, and then it'll take a little bit more, and then that's it. But I hopefully be able to plan to be done with this challenge by the end of January. I think if I request right early January on these accounts, run up another balance again, just take good trades, and then obviously I'll take payouts once I hit 5 winning days, and I'll be able to kind of farm quicker payouts. That'll be the goal. But everything's going great, man. I'm just, it's all starting to I feel like it's starting to pay off a lot more. I'm starting to feel a lot more consistent with my trading. I just have to figure out how to continue to grow my personal brand, continue to do all of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Done with trading for the week, undefeated week. Gonna do the call with my Discord members, and then I have a 1-to-1 call at 1 p.m. and then that's it for me. I'll probably throw in another clip of like psychology at the end of this video, just for some motivation. But yeah, guys, good end to the week, and yeah. I have no idea how this lighting is, but all right, guys. Just finished up with the gym. I wanted to make a quick little ending part of this video now that we are finally starting to like get profits in. I know it's been a few like almost pretty much like 2 months of just no updates to the P&L, and it's been mad slow, and I apologize for you guys for that, because it's not good entertainment, not good role model, but I'm mad at myself because obviously October was a losing month for everyone, but November I really should have profited, and I was taking stupid trades. I was trying to force stuff, and that caused me to have a break-even month. I didn't make or lose any money that month. I was kind of just stagnant on my accounts, and then December, obviously, I really fully locked in and made the change. And during those 2 months of like period, I was trading so stressful. Like, it was just so stressful. I would get off the charts and I would just be stressed the rest of the day till the next day. Even if I like had a good trade, I would still be like stressed out and be like, well, I mean, it's still not doing enough. I'm still, not doing what I want to be doing. I should be farther ahead. And it was really just putting me in a bad spot mentally. And I feel like the difference between now is like, I'm getting off the charts every single day, and I'm just like so stress free. I'm just like, I'm just happy with the way I trade. I trade the way I wanted to, right? I followed my rules. That before, the whole basis of trading is literally just following your rules. That's literally it. If you have a rule set that's on a winning strategy, all you have to do is stick to those rules for 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll see results. I promise you. That's exactly what I did. It's been 2 weeks, and I have lost 1 trade this month. 1 trade I've lost this month. It's 19 days in. I've lost 1 trade, and have almost like, I think like a 90% win rate almost, it's all it takes. It's just sticking to your rules day in and day out, and I can get off the charts after a loss, after a win, knowing I stuck to my rules, and I could go do stuff about my day, be more productive, and be a lot less stressed out. I'm not stressed at all when I get off the charts. I feel very relaxed because I know I just stuck to my rules, and that's all that I could do as a trader. That's all we could do as traders, is just stick to our rules, stick to our system, And the result of sticking to those rules, sticking to that system, is the profitability. And there's no way you could rush the profits. There's no way. My radar detector's going off. There's no way you could rush profitability. You know, you can't rush the process, and that's such a big thing that everyone has to understand. You can't rush it. You can't speed it up, because if you try speeding up the process, it's just gonna come back and bite you. And I've noticed that the hard way. And this week with my trading, I felt very good. I won 3 trades this week, had no break evens and no losses. And I just feel really proud of myself with how I traded this week. And coming off the week, finally, you know, I'm able to request a 5-figure $11,000 payout, and I'm choosing not to run up a bigger balance and to avoid the taxes. Why is it going off again? So yeah, like, you know, I feel so good about my trading. I'm finally happy that profits are rolling in, because I appreciate the guys who are sticking with this challenge. You know, it's a journey. You know, I'm still documenting my journey too. I'm still on my journey. I'd say I'm still like a beginner in my journey, you know, compared to other people. You know, I haven't even touched 6 figures of profit yet. I'm hoping that before the end of February, this challenge is done and dusted with, and I'm completely done. That's the goal, at least. You know, it's definitely going to be a wild ride. I definitely think if I can get to this like 30K payout with Alpha Top Step, I'm good. And yeah, guys, I mean, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to continue. I just feel really good about everything. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys probably in the next video. Peace.